we have all kinds of unrealistic expectations. And what happens is when we are expecting something that, well, I mean, like the Bible says, in the world you will have tribulation, but we are just so surprised when we have trouble. It's like, well, God, why? I don't understand why this is happening to me. I don't understand. We're not so shocked when it happens to somebody else. We just like, well, that's part of life, you know, just buck up, trust God, believe God. But when it happens to us, it's a totally different thing. And so really what I want to get across in this message is that we really, I think, are in a time in church history and world history when, as Christians, we need to have consistent joy, not just so we can have a happy feeling, but because of our witness to the world. We have to be different than they are. We have to be, and we should be. And they are not going to want what we have or be interested in our story about our Jesus if we look miserable all the time and we don't handle life any differently than they do. So I want us to, I'll call it play a game with the devil, although we never should take him lightly or think about playing games with him. But his goal is to keep you upset. He sets us up to upset us. He knows what buttons to push. He watches us so close, and he knows exactly when we're at a weak time, when he can come against us and get us to just lose our cool, lose our temper, get angry, get upset, lose our peace, and say a bunch of stuff that we really shouldn't be saying. Can anybody agree with that and say amen? So I like to play this game of just trying to see how often I can make it through the test and just stay totally stable, because I'll bet that just frustrates the devil no end. When he does his best to upset you and you still just keep loving God and staying happy and loving people. Come on, let's have a goal. There is only one way to overcome evil. Romans 12:21. We overcome evil with good. Actually, the best thing you can do when the devil's attacking you is go do something outrageously wonderful for somebody else. Anyway, that's another whole different message. So, the way we look at things is so important. Our perspective on life. We're all so prone to thinking about our problems and forgetting about all of our blessings. My gosh, we are so blessed. So blessed. Did you hear me? So blessed. We always think about how bad something is, but we don't think about how much worse it could be if God was not on our side. Come on, give God a big praise. So, I started last night with what is a 10-point message, which is always a joke for me. And I started talking about the different unrealistic expectations we get are just facing some realities. Just facing reality. How many of you know we have to be able to do that? We can have our dreams and visions and we can pray for great things, but we still have to be able to deal with real life. And nobody lives on the mountaintop all the time. There's nobody that has every day turn out exactly the way that they would like it to turn out. Life is full of disappointments, but we are in the world, not of the world. And so the world has a reality, but a believer has a reality. The reality in the world is, in the world there will be tribulation. But my reality as a believer is God will bring me through it all, and he will take it all and work good out of it. So the four things I talked about last night, reality number one, nobody and nothing is perfect except Jesus. Nobody. And I don't have time to go back into that, but we expect so much out of people that we can't even give ourselves. You cannot please all the people all the time. And if you try to, you're going to lose your own life. And whatever God's destiny is for you, you'll totally miss it. Because everybody expects something different out of you, and if you try to keep them all happy, you'll get to the point where you don't even know who you are anymore. The third thing we talked about is in the world there will be tribulation. And the fourth thing was, we're all going to die. Can't get away from that. Now, you know, if you're 20, you're not caring too much about that right now. But when you get on up there, you start caring a whole lot more. And we're all going to stand before God and give an account of our lives. Now, you know, the Bible says a lot about the fear of the Lord. I mean, it's amazing how many times you see in the Bible the fear of the Lord. It's the beginning of wisdom. And many people today don't even have a clue what that is. How often have you heard a sermon on the fear of the Lord? Maybe never. Now, we're not supposed to be afraid of God because we know that He loves us, but we do need to have a reverential fear and awe, and we need to realize that God sees every single thing that we do. And so it's not really what we do out in public that is so important. It's what we do at home behind closed doors when we think nobody's looking, but God is always looking.